What's up, everybody? Welcome back to a KBO Collections Hobby Drive on a Tuesday morning. So headed out to work. It's a kind of cloudy, overcast Tuesday morning. A little bit hot and humid already. I don't know, maybe nearing 80 degrees with the humidity here at 7:40 in the morning. High is probably going to be in the low 90s or so, which, actually it's kind of strange because this year's been super hot, like really freaking hot here. And I know that, like, yesterday I saw in the news that they announced that I believe this is like the hottest start to autumn or fall on record, because usually at this time the average highs are, I believe in like the low 80s or something, and we're in the 90s pretty much every afternoon. Like the nights do drop a decent amount, so it does get pretty nice at night, getting into like the low 70s, upper 60s like that, so that's pretty nice. But the day's still getting pretty rough, and this morning actually has started off a little bit rough, like it didn't cool down much overnight. So that's the weather report on this here Tuesday morning in South Korea. So just headed into work, and basically just wanted to hit on a couple of things this morning. By the way, one thing is that for anybody that may be just tuning in, like I've been on break from this here little show for about 2 years now. Did it for about a year, maybe a little more than a year. Like, I think I did it kind of like in between, like, started it 1 year and then ended it like the next year, something like that. But anyway, so for anybody who doesn't know, this is just kind of a random little show where I talk about a little bit of this, that, and everything. I don't, have any. It's not always hobby related. Let's just put it that way. So sometimes it's not. But today it is going to be a bit hobby related in some ways. As in, one of the things that I wanted to talk to. By the way, I'm about at my coffee stop, so I'm going to have to put you on hold here as I pull in to go get my iced coffee for the morning. So I will be back momentarily. Okay, so I am back. Got my coffee. Got myself some bananas. Why do I buy bananas at the convenience store? Well, to be quite honest, they're much cheaper there, and they're also better. 5 bananas at the convenience store is like $2. The 5 bananas at the supermarket is about $5. So save $3, basically. But so anyway, back in. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what hobby talk I have today. So the first thing that I wanted to touch on today is the thought of rainbows. Now, me personally, I don't mind rainbows. Like, they're cool, they look nice, whatever. But at the same time, I do get rather, I don't know, like, I personally get annoyed by the amount of parallels that are being produced nowadays. And I know, like, I think of collecting in a very old school way, so I understand why I feel that way. But at the same time, I think a rainbow shouldn't be any more than you can fit on a 9-pocket page. I honestly believe a rainbow should be like 9 cards. I don't think it should be 50 cards, 60 cards, 30 cards, 40 cards. Like, no, that's bullshit, honestly. Just straight bullshit. So, that's what I think about rainbows. And what brought this up was listening to Bo the other day, and he was talking about he had purchased a Superfractor and a bunch of cards and stuff like that. He's kind of working on a rainbow, and he was like, this is kind of a small one. I believe he said maybe 30 some odd cards. And it's like, a small rainbow is like 30 cards nowadays, A normal rainbow, like your Bowman rainbows or whatever, they're like 60 or 70 cards. freaking ridiculous. Honestly, ridiculous, in my opinion. But like I said, I'm an old school type collector, and that's the way I feel about it. People that enjoy them, cool, like go for it. I don't want to stop you at all. I don't want to discourage you. I wish everyone good luck with their rainbow chasing. But I don't intend to chase rainbows unless it has 9 cards or fewer. So that's kind of the way I am. But yeah, so rainbows. The second thing that I wanted to hit on today was a recent video from Victor, the rookie card specialist. So yeah, so he did a video, I believe, with John Newman, and they were talking about like non-sports and, you know, the rising popularity or potential rising popularity, I guess, and all that. And he was talking about, one of the things that Victor was talking about was how, and John too, I do believe John said, like, you know, he's like the only non-sports collector that he knows, and he said, like, maybe other people don't want to talk about it or don't want to admit it or whatever. Yeah, well, you know, honestly, I have always enjoyed non-sports. I'm pretty sure I could trace my enjoyment of non-sports back to my stamp collecting days. So I used to collect stamps when I was a kid. Really enjoyed it. Like, loved looking at the different pictures and the people and the places and all that. Like, collecting stamps was really cool. Like, you know, you learned about a lot of people. You know, there's this person on a stamp and you're like, who is this? And then back in the day, you'd go to your Encyclopedia Britannica back when I was growing up, pop out the encyclopedia, read up on them. There'd be a picture of a place, you know, you'd look it up, stuff like that, in an actual book, not on the computer. So yeah, so I remember those days, and I believe probably my enjoyment of non-sports comes from that. And which, as a result, like, you know, I enjoy all non-sports. I enjoy, you know, like, the places. I enjoy historical figures. I enjoy, you know, like, movie stars. I enjoy, like, singers, all of that. So yeah, and I do have a collection. Like I said, I mean, you know, if you listen to my last few videos, I talked about how I've been sending some of my non-sports for grading with the CGC, CSG, I guess CGC. I don't know, man. Like, I don't keep up with all of it. They've changed their name, I guess back last year or something, and I think I still call them by the old name, but anyway. So yeah, so anyway, but I do collect non-sports. You know, I don't have a large non-sports collection. I mean, like, seriously, my non-sports collection is probably, I don't know, under, well, I'm sure it's under 150 cards. Like, I don't buy them a lot, but I do buy some stuff. I have some stuff, like, you know, country related, like Korea related, war related, you know, like all of those things. I have some old, like, comic related stuff, Mutt and Jeff, like, I have a lot of stuff like that. But like I said, all told, probably 150 or fewer cards in my non-sports collection. Could be more, I don't know. I don't keep track of, like, counting it or anything like that. So yeah, so my non-sports collection is very small. But to be quite honest, my non-sports collection is probably much more focused than my sports collection, which is good. Which is, I guess that's maybe part of the reason why it's small, because it is more focused. Like, I have certain things that I go for when it comes to that. And yeah, and one of these days I should share some of that with you. You know, maybe get on a weekend video, break out some of the non-sports, share some of the non-sports and stuff like that, and let you see what I've got. I do have, like, you know, I do have some in America, of course, because that's what I was talking about. I've got some of it for grading. I've got some of it at COM-C, stuff like that. So, yeah, so I have a little bit spread around. I have some here, I have some there. So, anyway. But yeah, so that's all I had to talk about today was basically rainbows and non-sports. So, I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.